All right, hey, good afternoon, Black Lions. Once again, thanks for tuning in real quick. Two things I want to address up front. First of all, I appreciate everybody for making those good uniform corrections on me over the last couple days. I am now currently in regulation in standard. And then number two, understand now that all of our barbershops, both on post and off post, have been shut down. And so yes, we are going to go to a relaxed grooming standards for your hair. Still means you have to shave and everything else to include those sideburns. Okay, but yes, I understand that haircuts are going to get a little bit exciting here for the next couple weeks. All right, and then with that, we'll start with our questions for today.
Sir, is it going to get to a point where we're going to start wearing masks and gloves to work?
No, not this time. And really, the big limiting factor is medical protective equipment, right? So we want to maintain what we got for our medical personnel, and we're not at the point now where we need to use masks and gloves. Based on the information the CDC is putting out, we are executing good physical distancing here at work, right? Which is really one of the key first steps. And then also, we want to make sure that equipment is ready for the people who need it the most, our medical folks. This doesn't limit soldiers. If you feel a little bit uncomfortable and you want to wear regular gloves, so gloves that have been issued to you through CIF or NBC gloves, if you have those. You're welcome to wear those. You're going to have to wash those though every day, since those aren't obviously disposable.
Sir, is there any assistance that families can tap into besides AER for families that are struggling with food and groceries?
Yeah, great question. Hey, first and foremost, if you're struggling with food specifically, between the hours of 11 and 1 p.m., if you have school children between the ages of 0 and 18, you can go to McBride Elementary or Faith Middle School, and each of your children will be given 2 meals for the day. Outside of that, there's other community-based organizations through churches that I know that I've heard of that are helping. We don't have anything specific to pass out, but I'm going to ask my chaplain to start taking a look at what other additional resources are out there outside of AER to help our families who are potentially struggling through this time.
Sir, are there any plans to ensure spouses are being kept in the loop, such as email distribution, to make sure they receive proper information and assistance?
Yeah, great question. So the good news is the Army's had this figured out for a long time. It's called the Soldier and Family Readiness Group, right? The SFRG. It used to be FRG. Now the Army changed it within the last year to the SFRG. All right, so if you're not part of your SFRG, either call network, email network, call down, etc., I highly encourage you to reach out to your family SFRG leader. And if you don't know, please ask your soldier. We just had a steering committee meeting virtually here a couple hours ago, and we talked about this. So I know that there are company SFRG leaders that are out there distributing information via social media, via email, and also via call downs. So first and foremost, please get tied into your Soldier and Family Readiness Group because they are distributing information. Secondly, this is one of the reasons that we're doing this, is so that we can flatten that information. And then lastly, we're being a little bit more aggressive with our social media, so using Facebook to distribute information. So that's our plan to help keep you all, not just soldiers, but family members as well, informed.
Sir, with limited yard space, are we able to go for long walks, such as nature walks in civilian clothes between 09 and 1700?
Okay, so assuming this is a question from either on-post or off-post residents. First and foremost, I'm not going to supersede company guidance. So if company commander has asked you to be on a 1-hour recall between 09 and 1700, and if you do come in, you should be in uniform, that still stands. However, if you're not under that type of a guidance, right? Yes, during the standard duty day, you can be in civilians in your home. You can be in civilian clothes in your barracks, unless your company is giving you different guidance. And then for our on-post, off-post residents, if you look again at the restriction of movement, yes, you're allowed to take animals and your kids for a walk. Would highly encourage, don't take them to any playgrounds. I think most of them have been shut down by now anyway, but those are at a higher risk for contracting COVID. And then there was one last question there that we just got right before we came in. It was regarding soldiers being able to watch their children so the spouses could go grocery shopping. Once again, I encourage your soldier to work with their chain of command. Right now, we only get about 15% of the task force that comes in for a specific purpose during the duty day. So to me, I don't see how it's not possible that your soldier should be able to be home to watch your children so that you can go grocery shopping. And I think that's a smart thing to do, right? It used to be the family shopping was kind of the normal Sunday event, at least it was in my house for many years. But at this point in time, you really should be looking at one family member potentially put themselves in a higher risk situation. So in closing, once again, we appreciate these questions. We hope we're answering them to the best that we clear up some confusion. A couple good things to look forward to coming up near term is it, assuming there's been no change to stance from Fort Benning or anything else, we'll be drawing back on some of our restriction of movement come this Friday. So stay tuned. Thursday night I hope to publish a video, or Friday morning, explaining what the new stance is. Essentially it'll be General Officer Number 1 memorandum from General Brito with then just a couple of additional restrictions. Thanks for what you do. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, and hunt with the pack.